We're going to be running 3 rounds per magazine type of Freedom Munitions 115 grain ball. For the ammunition load testing, this being a blowback operated gun means it's calibrated to work with a certain bullet weight. We're going to take that kind of to the extreme. So we're going to start off.
So FX9 pistol, this thing is fun. There are some things that I would probably do. Out at the range today with the FX9 pistol from Freedom Ordnance. We are going to run it through a variety of mags, see how everything functions, make sure it does as it should, and then also run it through and see what it'll eat today. Hopefully it'll take everything and be nice and hungry.
For our mag function test, and of course this is looking at the machining of the receiver and how it works with the locking spots on the various magazines, because each manufacturer, quite frankly, does it slightly different. So we're going to be running 3 rounds per magazine type of Freedom Munitions 115 grain ball. Good ammunition. 3 rounds because we want to see how it picks up the first round, how it cycles through a second with a round underneath, and then if it'll lock back once the magazine is empty, and does it drop free after that. So we have a total of 8 different magazine types here. Let's get to it.
All right, so we were going to start our test off with a Glock factory mag with an aftermarket extender. Locked open. Kind of dropped free. Next up, straight up Glock factory mag. Did not lock open. Drops free.
Or Jagaman.
Next up, Jagaman. Locked open. Kind of dropped free. Next up, we've got a Pro Mag. Locked open. And dropping free. Has like a sticky. All right, next up we've got an ETS fun stick. Locked open, dropped free. Which we got? We got an SGM. Looking good, kind of. And new gen Korean mag. Open, dropped, and last but not least, Glock fun stick. There we have it, folks.
So for the ammunition load testing, this being a blowback operated gun means it's calibrated to work with a certain bullet weight. We're going to take that kind of to the extreme. So we're going to start off heaviest, since that's the easiest for blowback to operate, 158 grains. Moving through 147, 124, we got some steel case 115, then the 100, 95, 84, and ultralight 65 grain. 3 shots each. Since we know that all of these mags function, we're able to load them all right from the start. Here we go.
All right, so starting off, we've got 158 grain from PPU. Worked. Next up, 147 grain from Federal. 124 grain by Spear. Go Dot. WPA 115 gray steel case. Working. Already critical defense light, 100 grain. Good stuff. MagTech, 95 grain. Chapter 84 grain. Did not lock back. And last we've got some 65 grain by ARX. There you have it, folks. Okay.
So the FX9 pistol from Freedom Ordnance is, well, pretty much what we were expecting, what we were hoping for when we shot the carbine version. We love that gun. It ran on anything, ate all the ammo we put in it, and functioned with all the mags. Just wondering if something a little shorter, a little more compact, might be better for home defense or as a truck gun. And sure enough, runs just fine, eats everything, nice and compact. Would make an excellent candidate for an SBR build or home use. With the 8-inch barrel, you're certainly getting more velocity than out of a standard handgun, so you're getting a little more ooey out of those rounds. We didn't want to bore you with all the velocities of each different round type. Really it comes down to what you're going to want to carry in there. But the point being, steel case or brass case, hollow point, round nose, truncated, doesn't matter, it runs.
Alright, so FX9 pistol, this thing is fun. There are some things that I would probably change out on it, like the trigger. Then you've got a really fun gun to go out and play with. Like Graham said, if you want to actually use this for home defense, it's quite tidy. You can definitely maneuver with it very well. It's good looking, and you know, if you want something that you can come out and have a good time with at the range, tune up the trigger and you're right there. But it's got all of the other features that you need for whatever you want to use it for, so check it out.
So a note on the trigger. We're not a huge fan of how it came out of the box, and we weren't with the rifle either. Freedom Ordnance isn't bashful about that. It's heavy for safety reasons. With 9mm carbines like this, and remember, a lot of people call them 9mm ARs. Really, there's not much AR about this aside from some of the furniture and controls and the aesthetics. It's a blowback gun. You've got a big heavy bolt slamming back and forth, and a lighter or shorter trigger pull could turn into doubles. You could accidentally be bump firing. And so that's, quite frankly, a liability issue that I don't blame the manufacturer for not wanting to touch. It comes with a heavier trigger. You're going to have to experiment with your own trigger afterwards, or just shoot it and let it break in. We have noticed these get a little smoother over time after a while, but out of the box it is going to be heavy. It's not going to feel like a match gun.